friends, Harvey Michaels here. Welcome back to our wild ride with Danshui President Plunge Spear Bloom, a story that had me on the edge of my seat while writing it. I'm excited to share a taste with you today. If you're new here, go ahead and tap that like button and subscribe. You won't want to miss what's coming next. All right, let's jump in. Chapter 4. Bigger than our usual tubs. Paul Who. There is more fire and smoke coming from south of the point of protruding land directly north, straight downhill from Paul. From habit, he figures it is a half-hour run away. An offshore breeze blows the smoke in and out of Paul's view of the fire. Paul remembers his wife's admonition from her vision, telling him to stay focused despite the match in his hand burning down. He is getting antsy sitting there where he promised his wife he would stay until whatever was supposed to happen happens, which you will know. A taxi pulls up to the same warehouse the other man intently strode into a few minutes ago. What's this? A man with a slightly rounded hunchback at his shoulders jumps out and runs into the fish chopper. Ahua slows to a stop midway up the stairs, listening and hearing nothing. He is staggered by what he saw in the taxi. Black pearl exploding. Without me. Barely. But now something else nags him to tell Willie. He rushes off a line text. Watch out for a possible nightmare weapon setup, a Gatling gun of spears. Fish chopper. Hey guys, I think I'm shot here. My shaking voice jars Coco and Sanbao from their stunned silence, reminds them I'm still there, duct taped to a hook on the wall. Oh my God, yes you are! Coco moves away from Sanbao's embrace and fishes the key ring from Romeo's pocket. She unlocks their handcuffs and hurries over to see to my wound. Romeo shot me, a trigger finger reflex squeeze, when Coco pushed his gun arm away and slashed him. I regulate my breathing to keep from going into shock, to think of how to defend this crew, and hopefully to hear from God. I do feel God there with us, and I have that impossible to understand calm to go with the knifing pain that shocks my entire nervous system, not only where I was shot. The bullet hit me on my left side in the tissue between the outer shoulder blade and rib cage. Blood flows steadily, but not heavily. A centimeter up, down, or inward would have been disastrous. Good thing it didn't hit any bone or arteries, I say, ignoring the pain. You were shot. That's got to hurt, Sanbao says. No time for feeling hurt, I say, and look at Coco with as kind an expression as I can. No time to feel sorry, Coco, I direct to her. I am sorry you had to do that, but you saved us. We saw his face. He was going to kill us all, beginning with Sanbao there. Let's keep your arms up another minute, Mr. She pauses in question. D. Just D, I smile at her. D. Coco gasps, remembering something. The others will be coming. I'm sure of it. Before freeing my bound hands, she wraps duct tape all around me 7 times, tight against the wound, but not quite belt tight, diagonally up and around my chest, pulling upward on the bullet wound. I try not to moan, but it is mighty sore. How much time do we have? I ask, moving my cut-down, freed-up arms in half circles, trying my best to ignore the wound and the tape both. Thank God, though, the frag feels awake against my spine. The 8-year-old bullet shard is not shooting out crippling pain. Not yet. She helps me put on my shirt and tells us bad news. An hour from when he called, at the most. Their apartment is in Yangming-san. That's not good. It's a well-built, if curvy road. We can't even hope for typhoon obstacles since cleanup crews have been working all day. She barely finishes her words and we all jump. There is pounding at the door. Are you okay? I'm coming in. A man's voice booms urgently. Coco's expression changes from startled to bliss. Daddy-o! I pass by the overjoyed father-daughter reunion and rush outside to retrieve my smartphone from the can of bolts on the long shelf over the long workbench. Scanning past line messages and a list of missed calls to ignore, I go straight to Willie's just sent message. Emergency. Kingfish is mortally wounded. His bad guys are coming. Be ready. I switch my phone to airplane mode so it won't ring. Then I open the audio record tool, turn the volume up, and begin recording with my finger over the microphone to record a few minutes of silence. While it is recording some dead time, I open the drone camera view of the front driveway to picture what I will see when our visitors arrive. Then finish my recording and go back to get the others. You must be Dee. Willie told me about you. Thank you for answering Willie's plea to come to the fish chopper. Willie said you would. Hawa smiles and looks at me, releasing his daughter's shoulders. I am turtle skipper to these people, he grimaces, motioning to Romeo in the big spread out pool of his own blood. You can call me Ahwa. We shake hands briefly. I, too, just barely escaped death. Good, but there's more men coming. It's not over, Ahwa. Central PD and Danshui Port Police. Chief Pan was pacing as he talked. Colonel Han, there was a boat here on Monday, and if there is a boat that could have pulled this off and managed the typhoon seas, this might be her. She idled a kilometer off our coast a good part of the day while 4 men went out in divers' gear to repair her. Chief Pan paused to glance at a message his lieutenant put in front of him. These 4 guys, they went out to Black Pearl in a commercial Zodiac with a driver propulsion underwater vehicle like the one they said Wang Sanbao's van might have been rigged for. Uh-huh. Did anything strange happen? Did everyone come back? Yes, they came back with the engine parts they said it turned out they didn't need. It was hours later that afternoon when they returned. The guys in the Zodiac all motored back, and the Black Pearl purred away, not looking so much like it was heading to Penghu. The guys on the Zodiac said the Black Pearl skipper was going to check the engines out a bit, test them for a few hours before getting over to Penghu. What are you thinking, Chief Pan? Colonel Han was standing, frozen, alert. I'm thinking you can't repair an engine from the bottom of the sides, Colonel. I'm thinking 4 divers and that powerful DPV, maybe they anchored a 40 or 50 kilometer rope spooled underneath the Black Pearl. The boat could have then reeled the line straight out to sea, moving northward before turning east. At the right moment, maybe they started reeling it in, pulling them in slowly. 40 kilometers? Really, Chief Pan, in a super typhoon? Drift nets can be almost 100 kilometers long. He paused, reassessing the possibility it wasn't only a rope. I've never heard of one rigged to pull from under the boat, but it might be possible to rig everything up beneath. Not for fishing, but for pulling off such a crime. Chief Pan pauses from pacing back and forth and looks up with widened eyes. For me, the wildest notion is finding a skipper crazy enough to take that boat straight into the super typhoon. But when the possible solutions are all ruled out, the impossible must be the answer. Spock said that, and Arthur Conan Doyle before him. Chief Pan felt a nudge of untimely gratitude for his children making him watch the Star Trek movies and the internet where he learned Doyle predated Spock. Where can I find the information on Black Pearl, Chief Pan? I just lined it to you, Colonel. And the 4 divers? And the 4 divers' IDs. Good luck finding them quickly, sir. A minute later, a port police all points bulletin went out for the Black Pearl. The lieutenant who put out the bulletin thought it was a mistake when he got a hit on it almost immediately. He punched in the listed phone number as fast as he could. Chief Pan called right back. Colonel Han, we found Black Pearl. It's at Lin Sanbi fishing port between Sherman and Sanshi. Please wait. Just a second, sir. Chief Pan lifted the other phone and put it on speaker so Colonel Han could hear. Tell me again, sir. You are at Lin Sanbi fishing port. Are you sure you see the Black Pearl there? Chief Pan asked the man on the line in the fishing village. Yes, sir. Black Pearl just came in here, and the skipper left the keys and took off in a taxi. Listen to me. It's very important that no one approach that boat. Do you understand? Yes. That will be very easy to do. It's way bigger than our usual tubs. He can only park it on the outside edge of our ramp in. Thank you, sir. Officers will be there soon. Chief Pan hung up. Colonel Han, did you get all that? Black Pearl is there. The line was dead in his hand. And that's a wrap for today. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What stood out to you? If you're enjoying the journey, please share with a friend. It means the world to me. Want to hold the whole Danshui President Plunge adventure in your hand? It's waiting for you on Amazon. And if you do, please leave a quick review. Until next time, take care. I'll be right here ready for the next chapter. See you then.